first game on Merchant Port. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Now this doesn't surprise me as a starting stage for FocusMiss that we've played here many a time. I think it's just a stage that a lot of the Midlands players seem to like.
It's a pretty I think it's infamous in Arizona for being where you start every set at. And Arizona, of course, one of the most famous scenes for rifles. I'd say probably like in terms of like actual like people knowing about it, like the streams, I'd say it's the most famous like for grassroots. But I think there's a couple other scenes which are a bit stronger player-wise, especially Tri-State, which is probably the Kings.
Yeah. Well, it is a good thing that the stage does have an alternate skin for it, so you can mix things up if you do want your game 1 to look maybe a little bit different.
From your game 2, where you also go back. Yeah, the zombie estuary is oh, nice. But as you see here, we've got a bit of a lead here, and very patient play from Zia.
Yeah, the way Zia often like to play against me, okay, no, he still uses air dodge. The way Zia used to play against me is being very parry focused. Sometimes ill-advised parries, but basically will down strong out of every parry regardless of what it's off of. So it's something that FocusMiss will need to adjust to. He gets dunked for the first stop.
Got that armor now. I'd say also out of any character, I'd say maybe apart from Crack, Etalus is one of the biggest barriers you see for newer players and like entering from Smash, because he's so different. You have to worry about things like, well, you have to worry about dash attack, because like that is the half the character. And then also like a lot of newer players might not be familiar with comboing something as heavy and fast falling as armored Etalus.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was very smart.
Yeah, FS is actually really annoying because when you play against it for so long as well, it sometimes just messes you up on the rest of the cast. I switched from playing Zia to Woodpug and it's like, this is a different game. I have forgotten how to combo a normal character.
Yeah, also like how you play against neutral against him is because oh wow, there's no DI on that up smash there. And now we have a full stock lead here for Zia.
We're talking about neutral as Zia does 2 full dashes across screen.
Ooh. You can't be DIing in against Etalus because then you can just chain those nairs and then those nairs go into those up airs and then you just kind of take huge percent. Yeah. Ooh, that roll there. FocusMiss looks confused, honestly.
I don't blame him, with the exception of yep.
He just waited at the edge of the stage and then just dackest and a hit.
Yeah, the man has burst options.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, tries to end it all.
ST's that there. I think he was going a bit too full of himself with that. And just dackests again.
Yeah, the wave dash in place, getting caught.
Yeah.
So a good opening game there.
Yeah, first game there, going to Zia, of course.
Yeah, one thing I would like to see in this matchup is just jab. I found when we played, that especially because Zia likes to use armor occasionally when it is very much not necessary at those low percents, just tip a jab, kind of just throws him for a loop.
Yeah, I can see that. You can't really parry it or anything because, you know, it's a jab. It gets jabbed, it jab checks. So you can't actually get any stun off it. And also if you tipper it, then you just kind of like constantly poke at him because he's so fat and he's so fast faller that it doesn't really matter.
So FocusMiss going to take us to Truthful Pond for the game 2.
Let's go on to that in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see. Alright. Bit of a good start, but then kind of Etalus things happen where he gets a good combo. Wow, raw down being neutral.
We saw the jab actually confirming there a couple of times.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, he was taking your advice there, just jab.
Yeah, somehow have managed to still code FocusMiss, even though physically impossible with the reflex system.
Oh. Okay, gets back on. One thing I think Oli did bring up very, very important. You need to be parrying Etalus icicles. Oh, got the chain grab going. Nice.
He's done that against me, and I've always been confused as to why that happens. I assume going for the icicles.
Maybe just trying to do mix you up or something. I don't know. Oh, bit like that.
It's working.
Yeah. Oh, that's not what you like to see. Getting parried immediately off the intel platform. Oh, yeah. You can't be doing that.
How much damage will we take? Oh, one thing that I also see is we see Ooh, goes
okay,
for it.
he's
But
lucky.
he's gonna
He's-
survive.
Yep. Oh, he armored through it, but he didn't kind of like. He is weird. He like half armor it, half didn't. Because Svetlands, I
It
think,
didn't
like
look he
actually,
went into-
yeah, like it halted his momentum, and then he kind of just fell, which is that was interesting. It's the second time we've seen a bit of an interesting thing here. Okay, we got confirmation from Zia that these down Bs are misinputs, and his controller is quote unquote effed.
Fair enough. Alright.
Yeah. Nice combo here from FocusMiss.
And
Oh,
jabbed
ice
there.
skull up air. You have to DI this
Jab
ice skulls out,
setup.
otherwise it just kills
Okay.
you. But yeah, there's no parries here
gotta be
really coming
careful.
from. You kind of like need to not be scared of ice skills. You just kind of need to like show them that you don't really care for them, and you can just parry them with ultimate confidence. Because then that's when the Etalus will stop throwing them out willy nilly like that. You can see it there with the down B, but I think also parrying is better.
Yeah, because the punish is actually going to be something
Yeah.
as opposed to just putting up the no fun zone.
Ooh, I don't like these up B edge guards. I think you should just go for something like an S smash or even like a fair to go out and hit him.
Yeah, maybe try and get the tipper on fair one.
Tipper up B would have killed there that time, but yeah, he could have taken that and also DI'd it and done a lot of things, but he just did die out of those and then died.
Yeah, I don't think that FocusMiss is fully caught on with how the Dacus functions in this matchup.
Ooh, that's bad. You never see that. Yeah, a bit of a late punish there, and that could be very disastrous. Because if you give any character in Rivals a minute, they can just do something like that. Yep, got those chain grabs, but eventually did DI out of it.
I kind of like the way that he does it. The way that he gets like the turnaround neutral B.
He just did that in neutral. Oh, this is a chance of dying, but he gets out of it. I think he actually mistimed it, to be fair. There it is. I love that. I love the Roy zone and down smash so much.
I actually thought that it looked the way that FocusMiss jumped. The body language to me said that he was going for there. I was kind of surprised he went for fair. No.
Oh no, he ball jumped accidentally, and that's gonna be hit.
Unfortunately.